Alright, there we go. Should be live. Oh god. Is it? Uh-oh. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't giving me the controller options there, but there we go. Got it figured out. Alright, so in between sessions, I did do a little bit of playing here and there to try to stay up on the game and make sure I at least was remaining somewhat in the realm of pretending to be competent. And I don't know what happened, but let me pull up the design here and pull up my decals and show you. At some point, a lot of my decals disappeared. The only one that remained was at the time, the Raven, which I have changed to one that I found online that I like pretty darn well. Whoever made it did a fantastic job. And the one over here for the Xeon. All the other decals disappeared. So, what we have here now is I had to redo... oh, sorry about that. I had to redo my little mud flap down here to get those back on. As best as I could. You know, they're a little too large. You can see they do a little bit of wrapping there and down there. But, I mean, it's about as good as I can get. But then I also have up here, if you, I'm not going to change it. But if you watch G Gundam, which is one that I talk about from time to time, I think it was one of my entries into the Gundam franchise as a show. I actually built models before I was watching the shows. I think I tried to watch the original Universe Century series. The original, the like 80, what is it, 86-ish, somewhere in that range anime. Oh, pardon me. Man, I best not be getting COVID. I think I tried to watch that one, and it just never stuck with me, but the other thing is I didn't start that at episode 1, because I was watching it based on what was showing on TV at the time. But then the other one that disappeared is my Gurren Lagann one, which I had to reposition, and I think it's smaller than it was originally now, but point is, I had to redo all my decals, so whatever bug happened, it happened in between missions. I did one replay of a mission, and you can see I'm averaging in the B range, so I'm not great at the game, but I'm not god-awful. B is my average, and I got a couple A's and S's, so I'll take it for now. I haven't gotten to have nearly as much practice as I wish I had. But in between doing one of those and doing another, for whatever reason, my decals disappeared, and I didn't even notice until I loaded in and I saw that my mud flaps were gone. So, with all that said, let me pull up chat, because I still haven't done that. I immediately went into updates. There we go. Pull that up. And I guess without further ado, I'm going to pop into a mission. I also realized, as I was going live, I noticed that Dodge Dusk, someone we talk about... Oh, hold on.
They want you to carry out an advanced survey of the central ice field. To confirm the information Walter brought to them about the coral convergence. As for how to cross the Alien Ocean, this is the intercontinental cargo launcher installed on the upper level of Grid 086. You could use it to launch your AC to the ice field.
Oh, we getting a big launch.
Grid 086 is occupied by the dozers.
We're gonna like railgun our mech.
Like a drug. It's also
A lot of people are clearly treating coral like a drug.
Be prepared for a perilous journey. I'll be here to support you, Raven.
Alright, so we're working with this lady Air. Welcome to the stream, Richard. No problem. Hopefully you're getting something decent for lunch and enjoying it. I've got a couple of updates to my robot. I'm liking the machine gun. Now, I found out, I thought, I had mistakenly assumed that one of the pieces that I bought that would let me mount arm weapons on the back don't actually do that. They let you mount them, but they are for swapping in between. And I found that out when I tried to put a Gatling on the back as well. I went for a full tank build at one point, which might have been what happened to my decals thinking about it, although I question why even the head disappeared at that point. And not the ones on the arms, because the head didn't change. All I did was put tank treads on my mech, which got rid of the legs, which might have been where the decals went. But when I did that, I put all Gatlings on it just to see what kind of goofy fun I could have with that. And it didn't. It was just, oh, hey, you're swapping to a fresh Gatling gun, which actually meant as I was running around, I never had to worry about overheating, because if one Gatling overheated, I swapped to the other, and I could just be a non-stop flurry of bullets, and it was kind of funny. So it was a funny meme build, and it did succeed in the mission, but man, did it not do it well, and man, was it expensive. Bologna and cheese sandwich, which, you know, basic classic. And a new kind of Pringles that's now my favorite. Harvest Blends Famous Cheddar. I think we just picked some up. I think that's one of the ones we grabbed. I think we grabbed that. And then a classic cheddar sour cream. And then one that is a house favorite, although a lot of people don't like it. The salt and vinegar. A lot of people have divisive opinions about salt and vinegar anything. But as a family that also likes pickles, we like salt and vinegar chips. Alright, I think this is the level that got a little bit of showcase in a lot of the showing off of the game before it came out. Primarily, this right here is something I think we actually saw. Not gonna lie, that looks really cool though.
Let's get to work, shall we?
Alright, so forgive me if it takes me a second to regather myself and figure out my controls again.
I sent you the marker data. Let's head toward the elevator going to the upper level.
Alright, got rid of him. I think I'm momentarily safe, so let me see here. Salt and vinegar was actually my brother's favorite when we were kids. Not sure if it's still his favorite, but we both liked them. It's just one of those things that I think it's... Hold up. Who? You know, I like them. I'm going to say I like them, but I also think it's weird for me to try and say that they're a favorite. They're ones that I like, and they're ones that I would... Hold on, let me clear this out so that I can make a more clear and distinct statement. Oh boy, they're all over the place. Ooh, got stuck there. There's one left, I know. Where are you? Alright, was that it? Alright, that was it. Alright. I like them. They're one of my favorites for general purpose eating. But if there was like a tier of like favorite is something that it's like, if I'm gonna treat myself, that's the one I grab. I wouldn't put it on that shelf. It's like on the scale of standard flavors, it's one of my favorites. But if I was going to be like, yo, but which one do I grab for like that special treat moment? It's one that I would put more in the avenue of a standard traditional flavor, and therefore I wouldn't quite put it on that scale myself. I'm not sure if that makes sense at all, but that's my own personal scaling there. Oh, I ran right into that. Oh?
You think you could just walk straight in here?
We're getting a actual fight here. All right. Oh, this is the guy that we fought in the arena. Now we have to fight him in a mission. They did mention...
You're no ordinary tourist.
Alright, there we go. Back off from the overheat. There we go. They did mention that I was going to be dealing with the people that look at this as the coral as a drug.
Looks like you're having fun, tourist. You know, RAD loves a good welcome party.
I don't know who you are, Cinder Coral, but
The queen.
Oh, Carla.
How curious.
But I kind of like the voice actor. She's got a lot of that. Just in her voice, there's a lot of that like command nature. I would reference, if you're familiar with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Olivier. I think there was an R at the end of her name. But it's got something in that voice actor's voice kind of feels in that same avenue of command presence, and I kind of like that.
She seized total control and greatly expanded their operation.
Especially given that she is supposed to be portraying someone's leading individual in some way, shape, or form right now. I have no idea if there's special items in this, but I know that the hidden items came back. Hidden items exist in this game again. I don't know where they're going to be. I don't know how I'm going to find them, but I'm going to try to go through them at least once in a mission, see if I can find something myself. Try to conserve some ammo. I've got a lot of rounds in my machine gun, but it's not unlimited. Also, Pringles Scorchin'. I've had 3 different kinds of. Never again. Those chips are probably hotter than Earth's core. My brother recently took on the one chip challenge, and he thinks he might have actually permanently altered his way his taste buds work. Oh, there's more going on over here. Alright, dealt with them. Now, I have actually wanted to do the one chip challenge. And with my brother freaking out about how his experience with it went, I'm now a little bit more apprehensive about it. I still want to, but it's far less of a want if that clears it up at all. Man, I hear something when I do the scan, but I don't see anything registering as feedback, so I'm not like immediately wanting to trust it as meaning anything. But I'm actually growing some Carolina Reaper peppers, literally because my brother was like, hey, you should probably do that because we like spicy things. And now I worry that after doing the one chip challenge, he has scared himself off of spicy foods. So it's like, Quinn, you literally talked me into putting these in my garden, and now you're going to be like, yo, I might not do it anymore? Like, I'm sorry, I ain't going to fly for that. He's going to have a Carolina Reaper one way or the other. Yo, hold up. Where? Down here? Oh, down here. Absolutely.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Alright, there we go. Dealt with them. I'm trying to think. Other than, I think Pizza Pringles is the most, like, standard generic Pringle flavor. I'll be honest, it's not a standard generic flavor. Very few other chip manufacturers have managed to make as like good of a I wouldn't say it's as good of a pizza flavor, because it's kind of its own thing. It really dances in its own avenue.
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%. Right
Woo, boy!
30%.
Things are getting spicy. As we're talking about hot foods. Alright, you're up there somewhere. Oh, that's an easier way up. Nope, don't want to lock on anymore. Alright, there we go. Little bit of breathing room here. But yeah, like I said, pizza flavored Pringles kind of dance in their own space. And although I would struggle to say, oh, it's pizza flavored, it is definitely in that sort of pseudo-Italian tomatoey flavor. And as a result, it is one of the few great flavors that tries to even call itself pizza flavored. Not a lot of others have nailed it as to be at least something that enjoyable. Come at you from that angle. Because again, I really don't want to use too much ammo. Oh boy, we got a lot of them over here. Alright, that cleared them out. I might just have to dip out of whatever I'm trying to find here and come back later when I've got... Oh, I guess I hit the end. When I know I've got more ammo to do more hunting. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to fight him. These guys, I'm going to try my best to just bypass. 1 second here. I remember my favorite YouTuber, Shay Jeff. Why does that sound familiar? Once did a try not to laugh challenge where every time she laughed, she had to taste some hot sauce. Man, that's something I do, but I'd have like a lineup of different hot sauces. I actually had a hot sauce that I bought that, come to find out, I think it's one of the guitarists, one of the lead guitarists, I might be wrong, from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, had something to do with either the manufacturing or distribution of, and it became one of my favorite hot sauces, and I bought like 4 bottles of it, and then I wanted to buy more, and where I bought it on Amazon was no longer selling it, and so the price jumped up another $10, and I was like, oh, God, it was so good, but I can't justify that price, so I really hope they make more of it and put it back out. It was a sweet, I think it was primarily the heat came from habanero, but then it was like a sweet tropical flavor in the background. It was fantastic. Very, very few do that tropical heat so well, and it was one of my favorites. Anyways, there was more to that comment. Did try not to laugh, for every time they laughed, they'd eat some hot sauce. Apparently, she did not normally eat spicy stuff. Yeah, and again, I normally eat spicy stuff, so I would have to put in a couple of... I'd want to put a couple in there that are, like, unique and interesting to see what I think about them. But I'd absolutely also have to include some just hurt me for the sake of hurting me ones. Might even, based on how these Carolina Reapers come in, I might even have to just say, oh, hey, I'm just going to eat some Carolina Reapers. My favorite flavor of Pringles, before the Farmhouse Cheddar ones, I haven't tried these ones yet, and now you've got me hyped up wanting to, were the cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese is a good one. Again, that's a very staple one where their flavor dusting does it justice. Cheddar and sour cream, I'd say that's in the same avenue. Personally, I'm more of a cheddar and sour cream fan. There's something about that little bit of bite that they give from that sour cream dust that kind of takes it above just the cheddar for me. As I said before, cheese is my favorite food. I feel, yeah, I think you've said that before, but I don't think we ever went down that avenue. So, out of curiosity, if cheese is your favorite food, do you have a favorite type of cheese? Are you like one of those goat cheese aficionados, or do you have a particular avenue? We have at our farmers market. We have this like corner area that does so many elaborate and wild cheeses. Some of them are just like purely for the sake of experimenting, and I love going there. First of all, they give samples, so that's great. You know, you can't abuse the system. Don't get there and think you're gonna eat a full meal of cheese, but they'll let you try a couple of things out. And the more you start buying, the more they're okay with you sampling everything. So I suppose if you know you're buying an absurd amount of cheese, you can get to try a whole lot. And they've had some really good ones. I can't remember what it was offhand, but they had one where like the largest upfront flavor was dill. And that one was really, really good. What I did with that is I bought something that was a soft, I think they called it like a butter cask, something like that. It was a very German-like name though. And I shredded that, and then into that I shredded this dill mixed one, and those two blends together made one of the best grilled cheese sandwiches I think I've ever had. That dill gave it a little bit of bite, and that little bit of bite made it pair so fantastically with my homemade tomato soup. Oh, it was so good. I really need to go back out there and buy some more of it. Although I don't think, again, I said that they do a lot of experimenting with cheeses. I don't think they've made that one again in a while, because I haven't seen it. I might have to ask them about it next time I'm there. Probably sounds familiar because I usually shout out her videos when she uploads a new one. Also, she did sing a cover of Nicki's short version of Reincarnation from... I might have seen that. That sounds familiar. So that might be where I saw them. And then also... point is, that might have been where I think I've heard of it before, because that sounds familiar to me. Also, the remedial secret hot sauce gag from Ed, Edd n Eddy is one of my favorite gags from the show, specifically because of what it did to Ed. I don't remember that gag. I would say what season, but I know Ed, Edd n Eddy has seasons, but the season itself wouldn't clarify. Let's go by era. If we have the early era and then the mid era, and I'd say the late era when they started bringing in like the school and stuff, which era of Ed, Edd n Eddy would you say that was found in? Because I actually have all of Ed, Edd n Eddy, all of the episodes, so I would like to go back and see if I can't find it. Alright, let's do a scan here and see what we find. Should probably heal up as well. I don't think it's going to be necessarily needed. Uh-oh, why is it? I wonder if my mouse moved. Woo, boy, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, we got two of them coming in. There we go. Took a little bit of damage. They took me by surprise there, but that was kind of a neat setup they gave for me. I absolutely fell for it. And I shouldn't have. I should have known better. Woo! Okay. Alright, they just fired a rocket. There we go. This is really cool. Running through these, this bit of system here. This torn down structure. There we go. Dealt with both of them. Oh, hey. So this is going to be one of the chests, I guess. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, no, we're doing the pad. Give me the pad commands, please. Again, I think for some reason parts of this game did an update between missions, and I think just some things got reset because that should have been the pad all along. Oh, that doesn't seem right. That, yep. Alright. Dealt with. Took a little bit of damage there I probably shouldn't have. Had to look it up. I had to look up when it was. It says season 2, so yeah, I would consider that early. I would still consider that to be in that like experimental Ed, Edd and Eddy phase. Which is where a lot of their craziest gags come from, in my opinion, and some of them are absolute bangers. Okay, there it is. What is... Oh yeah, that gets blocked off in there. I was wondering if I'd be able to look up there and see what I can spot. Alright, I think, yep, this is another one of those spots that actually got a lot of visual play in the promotional work.
50%.
There we go. And I would say, for the most part, I handled that fairly well. There's another chest down there, and I need to figure out how to get there. Can I? No, that's not going to do it. How do I get lower without turning it into a gay joke? More so, without turning it into a me being gay joke. Yeah, it's back behind here somewhere. Are there any jump-off points that I missed? If I did, they aren't incredibly clear, and that actually makes it look like I'm going to find my way there anyways if I push forward. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright. I'm a little bit skeptical. They got me once.
Can't get your help these days, can you? Would have been cheaper to just hire you instead.
No, wait, hold up. Okay, yeah, can't get up that way. Get me back. I thought that would be so clever of them. They could have done it down there, but then they don't want me to go that low. Alright, I definitely missed something in there, and I'm going to have to come back and find it. Is there a higher up entrance? No, they really don't have a lot of alternate paths here. So wherever it is, it's something that I have hard missed. Hold on. I'm looking at this thinking, that looks like it could be something. I'm not sure I want to go down there and trust it because we had that height drop earlier. But if I come back for a subsequent playthrough, that might be something I check into. Because you know I'm going to try through this mission again. I've done it with all the others. Whoo, that was scary. Yeah, got a little out of range there.
Light hand ammunition at 10%.
Alright, the other guy didn't go down yet, so he's over here somewhere. Oh, I guess he did. Although something else was shooting at me. There we go. And this definitely looks like there's something special over here. It's just giving me that vibe. Watch it not be, but there's something feels about over here. And it's a darn shame that those feels are unfounded. Alright, let's head back around and actually try to get through the mission the way that they're intending, I guess. I really felt like there was going to be some more exploration on this place because it looks so massive on the outside. There's another one over here. There he is. And I ate that shot entirely. I kind of lost myself as to which direction I was going, and I ended up sliding right to a stop.
Light shoulder ammunition at 10%.
Alright, I've got to slow down on what I'm fighting, so I'm just going to push forward now. I have no ammo left for fancy tricks.
Picking up multiple MTs. Tread carefully.
I hear you, multiple enemies, but I am more worried about my ammo count right now. So I've got to do what I can off of what I have.
Nearly forgot your fireworks.
Whew! Yo, that was kind of cool, though. My remaining mobile, though, actually helped me out there.
Seems our tourists get to cut a bunch of that.
Left shoulder ammunition at 10%.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Keep me a little bit more locked on. I'm going to need the help right now.
Right hand ammunition depleted.
Alright, I am without any ammo now.
Left shoulder ammunition depleted. AP active.
So I am hurting in all kinds of... Wait, hold on. I actually do have something. How do I use it again? Hold on. I don't remember this. Oh, what was it? It was a combo thing. Y and left down on the joystick. There we go. Factor that in with the sword and I can get a couple of stuns off. You're low on health, so I think that did it.
All right, tourist. That's enough. You've made your point.
Have I?
Surrender. Just not worth the losses.
I don't believe you.
Up along now.
I so don't believe you.
Shall we, Raven?
I mean, we shall, but I really hope you're going to give me a resupply. Oh, there we go. I kind of knew they'd had to, because even if I came in with more ammo-efficient weapons, I'd be pretty uncomfortably low. And honestly, that might have made for a more interesting like level combat design for me to have to go back out and reevaluate based on that.
Are you?
But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be what they're going for. Alright, yeah, I knew this was going to be something here. Alright, that looks like what I actually have to focus on. Can I actually get in there with the... Oh, I can get in there with the sword. Not very well. Oh, I'm gonna eat that hard.
One repair kit remaining.
There we go. That's gonna start really stacking up, though. Come on, that stagger's got to be getting somewhere. Oh, come on. I'm trying to jump. He's not jumping at all. I knew I was staggered, but I saw the stagger, like, give me control again, and for some reason I dashed back instead of jumped. Dash is not the same button as jump. Alright, let's give that another go. Dash is X. Jump is A. Alright, really need to get some distance so that I can get my boost back. That is very important, it seems, in this fight. Oh, come on, jump! Ride that boost! There we go. That would have been it if I could have landed that. Alright, now I assume is the time to get in here. Except I can't. There we go.
Nice. I heard you were good. But the cleaner's going to have the last laugh.
Its behavioral patterns change.
Alright, get that boost back. Or don't. Try to do a dodge instead and let it ride too far, too low.
Light ammunition at 50%. One repair kit remaining.
Man, keeping track of where those are is really hard. Alright, I really need to back up.
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%. AP at
Yep.
50%.
Alright, ballsy move here. Particularly because I can't get close right now. Alright, let's see what that does for you.
Light and ammunition at
Man, she really just didn't even care about that. Get up there. Yep.
50%.
Do I have access to my expansion yet? No, I don't.
Left shoulder ammunition at 30%.
Could really use that. And I just got it back, but I can't get close enough to make use of it.
Right hand ammunition at 10%.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Get up there. Could definitely
Mission depleted.
not do enough fast enough. Darn. What was that dodge? Was nowhere near the X button, game.
Finished already?
Yeah, I did a dash towards her, and my hand is not even, like... I did not do a dash there. I was holding the A button trying to hover towards her. Ate way too much of my boost at the end there. I was trying to hover towards her, wearing it down. And it just dashed in front of her. Alright. I don't think that would have been enough to have given me the window to have won, but again, that was kind of cheap game. Kind of feeling a little spite on that one. I don't think it would have been enough because I still would have had to have gotten close and managed to hit her. It just wouldn't have happened at that moment. Let's try to keep the pressure on a little bit more. Again, the other thing is my thrusters, even when I have thrust, really seem to be inconsistent right now. Alright, that's got to be enough there. Stay away from those other things.
Nice.
Alright, that's the best I can do. Get away.
But the cleaner's going to have the last laugh.
I can actually use that to get a little bit more hover out of my mech as well. Not a lot. Oh, that was bullshit! I mean, it wasn't. It was very much in her pattern, but felt like bullshit.
50%.
Alright. Okay, yep. Kind of flutter it.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Alright.
Light hand ammunition at 30%.
We're getting close. Really need that thrust back. Thank you. Getting it back kind of right when I needed it most. No. Focus low. And just start back all the... No. Yeah, that hurt.
Light shoulder ammunition at
Alright, at this point, I've just got to focus on her, and I am out of
left shoulder ammunition at
out of bullets, I think. So now, it's just doing what I can, because I don't have enough ammo to actually get her low.
1 repair kit remaining. Right hand ammunition depleted.
Yep. Yeah, and the sword... What are you doing? What was that?
AP at
What bullshit was that, game? What is with these random ass dashes?
at 30%.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of cheated on that dash. What the hell is causing me to do dashes I'm not inputting for?
Not so sharp after all.
Am I picking up on some bullshit? Moving my mouse, moving my keyboard. Yeah, nothing is messing with my keyboard. It's completely like just aside. Let's get the mouse out of there. That is, it seems in every try so far, I have had instances of a dash I'm not inputting happening, and I'm not a fan of that.
So we just... The dozers are certainly living up to their reputation.
Alright, I think maybe I should try to conserve my ammo in this first wave. I can't, like, completely go without, because I can't let the meter go down. But I can be a little bit more sparing with what I've got. Alright, we're getting real close. Alright. Should go down here in the next sword swing. Unless I catch the side of it just trying to stand up. And this is where I need to do as much damage as I possibly can. There we are, about half gone.
Nice. I heard you were good. But the cleaner's going to have the last laugh.
His behavioral pattern has changed. Watch out.
2 repair kits remaining.
Oh, man, it caught me with that.
AP at 50%.
Alright, I'm completely out, but I'm also behind it. I think I'm... was safe enough to get my boost back. No. Drop it, it's right there.
30%.
How did all of those rockets miss? Are you kidding me? Every single one of those looked like it went behind it.
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Alright. I should be able... if I can get my heal off, seriously, hammering the hell out of it. Alright. This is my best shot so far, and even there, I had like some delay on my heal for whatever reason.
AP at 30%.
There we go. Now, I will say that delay on the heal might have been my controller. My D-pad has a lot of breaking in that it needs, and I'm not happy with the D-pad on this new controller. New as in I opened it to play Armored Core.
Knowing you, but I guess playing nice is a smart choice here. You want to go up top?
And it's still very, it's got like a stiff, nasty squish to it. I don't like it. It's the same brand as my other one, it's just not as user-friendly on the D-pad. So that one I can absolutely say is probably hardware issue. Those dashes though, man, those fucked with my head. Alright, that was the item I picked up. And now we have a Javelin Alpha, which looks like a new rocket launcher. I wonder if... and here's my thinking. Hold on.
Raven, we've received a job from RAD's leader, Carla. This could just be another one of her traps. But after the impression you left on her last time, I think it's unlikely. Let's take a look at the briefing.
Alright, so on my setup, when I do general purpose, like video streaming, or, I mean streaming as in me watching videos, I actually have a device that looks like a remote control, and what it does is it lets me use my mouse like a remote, but it's like a Wii remote, so I can like point at my TV, move it around, and that's how I control the mouse. On the flip side, it has a keyboard. I lost this remote like 4 or 5 days ago, and I wonder if maybe what it is wherever it is, a dog has found it or is laying on it or something. Wherever it disappeared to, that's the only thing I can think of, is something is hitting something on that, and that's hitting inputs on the game. Because there were dashes in there that were just not a thing I entered. Like when I was doing a mundane hover towards the enemy and it just dashes, that was like, hold on, there's a red flag there. And I'm trying to think of what it could be, and that would make sense to me, is that missing tool wherever it went, if it still got some battery charge. And it might. That son of a bitch holds onto its charge for like a week. So it's possible. Which means next time I stream, I've got to find that remote before then. By the way, like for general use, that remote control thing is amazing though. Like if I'm laying back on my sofa and I don't want to get up and get my mouse or my keyboard or whatever, I can just sit there, flip it over, use the keyboard. It has full keyboard functionality, but it's not great. But it functions, and again, when you're laying back, you don't need something that works properly. You need something that just does the basics. Alright, let's see what else we have. Eliminate the Dozer faction. Eliminate the Junker Coyotes, a Dozer faction invading Grid 86. Let me check this new weapon we have. That is absolutely a rocket. Man. It overloads me, whereas the other one doesn't. But I like that impact rating. I'm gonna switch back to the rocket and see how that does. I love the Gatling. The Gatling is just, like, general fun to use. But I like the impact rating of this. The thing about the Gatling is it does great at keeping the pressure on and not letting that bar go down. With this setup, I kind of have to stagger. Wow, I about had a stroke saying that word. Holy cow. I have to stagger what my attacks are. So rocket, shoulder mount, things like that have to be staggered to keep the pressure on. Whereas with the Gatling, I can just let loose and let the Gatling fill in the gaps. Alright, let's head out there and see how this goes. Also, Richard, assuming you're still in chat. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
About my promise to take you up top. I need a little help cleaning up first.
Look at that spider emblem off to the left. That's fucking gorgeous.
Smashed up all my defense hardware. And now I've got rival dozers muscling in. It's the Junker Coyotes. We never did get on. Always sniffing around and snapping at our heels.
I love that I was just
They're
against
dull
Carla.
company, tourist.
And now she's like, yo, I should have just hired you. It would have been
One thing,
better
though.
and cheaper. And now
They're
she's
using
hired me.
REDMTs, hot from the black market. They might be a pack of dumb animals, but at least they know quality workmanship. Anyway, you know the score. You made this mess, now you get to clean it up.
I gotta say, I love the
I'm asking
idea
you to make a
of
whole new mess.
a character that learned the lesson
You know what to
and was
do.
like, you know what,
Now get
fuck
out
it.
there.
That was a smart thing I said. I'm hiring this motherfucker. He's a mercenary. He'll clean up his own mess as long as I pay him right. That is a clever setup in the mission, and I love that. Anyways, the thing I was gonna ask is... Oh yeah, we still are partnered with Air. We've left what was his name behind at the other location, I guess. Do you have any information regarding this whole, I can't think of his name, was it ADP something? This guy who got busted by the sounds of it for an additional time trying to prey on some kids or something. Do you have any information on that? Because it's something that's outside of my realm of scope, but it's something that's come up enough that it's like, I feel like I should know a little bit more about it than I have, because more than just you and Rigid have talked about it.
Hey, we got an AC! Never seen one like that before.
I should have just done one rocket.
From Carla.
Send in the punchers and kickers!
The punchers and kickers?
By our own engineers. When did those hit the black market?
Oh boy.
Gardeners, with enhanced firepower and maneuverability.
Damn it! This wasn't part of the plan!
Oh boy, they really know how to keep some pressure on.
Finish him off, tourist.
That was so close on range. Had they just moved slightly out of range, it never would have hit.
Moving on, tourist.
Enemies
Like, if they just backed up a little bit, I would have been done there.
Figured you could handle this on your own. So I called off my MTs. About time we
Oh, that's real. Again, I love the cleverness of her as a written character. Okay, so I came in, I messed her shit up, and she realizes, like, okay, hold up, he's actually not that bad, so I'm gonna hire him. And then she's like, oh, by the way, now that I've paid you that sort of respect, and now I'm just like, I'm going to save money, resources, and cut losses by being like, oh, yeah, so you want to prove to me how good you are? I'm just gonna not send in my own guys. You got this, right? You were so good when you came in to mess me up last time. Gotta say, I like a well-written character, and for a game as arguably not character story focused as Armored Core, oh boy, traditionally is, that's a layer of fun right there. Alright, let's see if I can't squeeze under here. Oh, get me out of the range, because the other guy's got rockets on me. Alright, this is gonna be real dumb.
One repair kit remaining.
There we go. Hide out under here and let my boost come back, and I'm gonna pop up and say hello. Not from this side, though, apparently.
Confirmed.
Alright, that worked out. Alright. He got caught up by people trying to meet up with a kid. The people that caught him posted the video, and that first one ruined any potential investigation at the time. Okay, this is the part of the story I was caught up on trying to do my own research, is what happened in the past. Since that first time, he's been caught numerous other times attempting to do the same thing. I heard he even admitted to having images he should get locked up for, though I haven't seen that one. The other thing I've heard is his recent busting is another instance of people getting involved. However, this time, as I understand it, people actually got involved with police and supposedly did so on a cleaner, more above-the-board system. And now, from what I understand, a part of the controversy is not only just him doing this thing, but something with YouTube not letting other people tell the story. which I'm no stranger to the idea of YouTube censoring stories that they don't want covered on their platform. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of the idea of trying to cover up a story or deny people the right to talk about a story in an attempt to disassociate yourself from the individual who has done something bad. Here's the thing. YouTube, by being involved in the way they are on any front, again, just from what I understand of this, looks worse on them than them having been a platform in which someone grew who did these bad things, because they have nothing to do with the individual being charismatic and people following him, and had nothing to do with the illegal action the individual took. Ergo, I think if you're dealing with a situation like this, interjecting yourself after the fact and dealing with the story the way they are really seems to be taking something that they could say we had nothing to do with it and we're dealing with it internally as best we can, would have been the better option, and now they're just like, okay, well now it looks like we're covering shit up. Of which I don't deny. Oh, was that it? Yo, that was fast. Of which I'm not surprised YouTube would do that. But I'm surprised by the absolute screw up of their attempted, I don't want to say cover up, but I would say sweeping under the rug.
I see you're heading for the cargo launcher now. Not a bad idea, I'll give you that.
Walter was the guy. Yeah, this is our first one.
Keep heading for the ice field. I'll take care of some loose ends in the meantime.
But again, I can only talk about it to the extent that I know of it, because I've only done some cursory looking into it when I have free time and it's on my mind. I saw Rigid put a video out on it, and that was the last time I tried to look into a little bit more of the story. Of which, I've got to say, I know Rigid doesn't particularly want to partake in the whole drama aspect, and, you know, good on him, I respect that. But I also gotta say, I respect the idea of him saying, there's this thing that's happened, it sucks, the cover-up sucks, the crime sucks, the whole situation sucks, I've gotta put something out there and at least make a statement on it. So, you know, for what little value it has, I kind of saw that video and was like, you know what, hell yeah. I kind of want to go back to the Gatling gun. I'm just like, yeah, that worked, and it did work really, really well, but man, this is so fun to use. Alright, let's take a look at what the mission tells us before I dedicate to that. The outer shell. Reach the intercontinental cargo launcher found deep within the outer shell area of the upper grid. Something about that seems like it's gonna be go fight something big and bad. Alright, I think napalm leaves an area of effect thing where it hits, limiting the maneuverability of ground-based enemies. Which would have been pointless on that one boss that was a ground-based enemy because it was a fire thing, so I'm sure it had decent fire resistance. Kinda want to try out the grenade launcher. Okay, oh, I'd have to buy it. I don't have one. Whoops. But I kinda want to give that a shot. It looks pretty decent. And no matter what I do, I'd be getting rid of this weapon, because unfortunately, as much as past entries made swords not as viable, I mean, they weren't not viable, but you really were only using the really, really good ones. This one overvalues the swords and is just like, yo, if you aren't rocking a sword, you're kind of fucked. Put a handgun on. Go in sword, handgun, rocket, be real default Dan. I'd cover drama myself, but I have a habit of stuttering even with a script in front of me. Yeah, and I have a habit of as I get worked up isn't the right word, even just as I like energize and become involved in a topic. Oh, what the hell is that? I have a habit of unfortunately starting to get like instances of near dyslexia. I wouldn't say it's really on par. It's just like, I don't know, ADHD or something kicks in hard enough that stop it. Stop what you think you're doing. Get out of there, mouse. But also, covering drama is a dangerous game. In the idea as I'm very opinionated, I do have my stances and lines on things. And it's very easy to dip too far into your personal preferences on a topic, especially when you're getting into more controversial, could go either way kind of stories or topics. It's far too easy to dip too far into your own personal preferences and make that bias the entirety of what you're covering, even when there might be nuances to a topic. Plus, knowing my luck, I'd get details wrong, and then I'd get sued for defamation. Which is why you have to... the thing I do is, as when I talk about these things, and you heard it just a moment ago, I will sit there and say, to my understanding, as I have understood things, as I have read, because I can't guarantee everything I've read has been properly vetted, and I hate when the mainstream media as it is already regurgitates its own self-garbage and ends up with an unverified statement made by one actual classically registered news system. Like, let's say it's, just for the sake of argument, let's say ABC puts something out there that they've never verified, but then other people repeat what ABC said and use ABC as their source. Nothing ever got verified, and now you have a dozen places all saying the same thing. And it's far too easy to be in that position, wrapped up in that as well. Man, do I stick with... I don't trust that they're not going to throw a boss at me. And the thing is, like, both of those are really good options for dealing with a boss, as is a shotgun. But it really depends on what the boss is, and I don't know what the boss is like until I get in here. And I suspect it's going to be a boss. I don't know for sure. Something about the idea of this location being an objective screams boss setup for me.
As promised, Carla has agreed to serve as our guide. I'm not sure how safe it is to trust a dozer.
I don't care. I kind of like Carla. Carla's pretty dope.
If we turn her down, we turn her knowledge down as well. One more thing, Raven. Cinder. Carla's nickname. That's what the Rubiconians call survivors of the fires of Ibis.
So she's straight giga badass is what you're telling me.
Well, it could just be some dozer inside joke.
Look, even if it's an inside joke, you're telling me it's a term that means something that is to be revered. So even if it's not like a true survivor thing, you're basically telling me that this Cinder Girl, which I'm kind of liking, is giga badass.
I'm quite enjoying the routine.
Again, I find the dozers so far as people kind of interesting. I like Cinder as a character, and we've talked about some of the other major handlers we've run across, and how I feel about either the head person or the
Here we go, tourist. I'll lead the way,
or the
just as
leader.
promised. But after this, you owe me one.
What do you mean? I thought I owed you. I made good by already covering my ass. At this point, it's making good on a deal.
This elevator goes straight to the top of the grid, the outer shell. Sadly, that's beyond my territory. I mean, once you're out there, the PCA satellites see everything. A few of the stupider dozers took it as a challenge, went out to prove themselves. You can guess what happened.
Alright, so satellites will fuck my day up. I'm sure I'm gonna struggle with those if they're gonna be like firing weapons down from space. That sounds like the kind of thing I'd struggle to dodge.
As Carla said, at this altitude, we're within firing range of the PCA's satellites.
As I said, they're gonna shoot shit at me, aren't they? They're not gonna just monitor.
Intruder detected in forbidden sector.
No, I ain't playing. I am out of here. Yep.
Well, nowhere to hide now.
Oh boy.
Of course it is then. That was...
Don't get fried.
That's an extremely powerful laser. Be careful, Raven.
Nice moves, tourist.
Oh man. Yeah, that thing really fucks with me.
One repair kit remaining.
Intruder has escaped satellite range.
Oh, thank God.
Threat level.
We're not far from the cargo launcher.
Intruder detected near closed facility.
Might as well clean up while you're here, tourist. Never did care for the upstairs neighbors.
Oh boy, they're hitting me with some long range shit. Uh-oh, wait. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, had I realized that that was actually an objective and not like an optional thing.
That's what I like to see. Let's get the cargo launcher ready.
There. Access the container.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait.
Step inside.
Enemy detected. That machine.
Yeah, that thing looks like it's ready to fuck some shit up.
That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Why is my lock on like fidgety? There we go.
This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
Oh man.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist.
Alright, I already am thinking of some change-ups to my loadout. The Gatling isn't the problem, but I got some change-ups to my shoulders that I'd like to make. I need some things with a little bit more punch to them. Yeah, so let's quit mission. Okay, yeah, I see that you deleted a message. I didn't see that when it came in, but I will respect that whatever the reasoning, you have backed it out. Alright, let's take a look here. So here's what I'm thinking. Kind of thinking the grenade launchers with some punch. Oh, that's a songbird. Songbirds are heavy. That would explain why I was like, oh, hey, that's going to work. 'Cause it would, but oh boy, they're heavy. And let's combine that with the plasma. That does overweight me. Actually, let me switch these around. Let me put this as the songbird and this as the plasma. But then let me come in here for this. And let me put this, because we're not too far away and I've got to maintain my mobility. Let's try the shotgun out here. But while I'm thinking about that, the laser shotgun might do a little bit better. I'm just thinking for the shield break. So let's take a look here. Boom. Because I think laser weapons take apart the shield a little bit faster. I'm technically overburdened. That puts me in the safe range, but it slows a lot of other stuff down. Alright, we're in the Ming Tang right now, so I'm going to try this out. If it works, great. If not, it's something we can come back in here and change up. I also think my plan of pushing through at the start wasn't too bad. I've just got to remember that the dodging system is something I need to rely on to get away from those lasers. Beyond that, I need to figure out what's the timing for it.
Just as promised.
Might take me a couple of tries to figure that out. Not gonna lie, the suit does look pretty cool though.
This elevator goes straight to the top of the
Something
grid.
about just running around with a shotgun. It just it appeals to the Americana in my brain.
I mean, once you're out there, the PCA
Yeah,
satellites see
we are
everything.
much less mobile.
A few of the stupider dozers took it as a challenge, went out to prove themselves. You can guess what happened.
I feel that lost in energy. For whatever reason, something about the mobility, it really went down.
We've arrived at the top, sending you new marker data. It's as Carla said. At this altitude, we're within firing range of the PCA's satellites.
Intruder detected in forbidden sector.
Oh man, that fucked me up.
2 repair kits remaining. Terminating.
No, let me land. Let me land on something.
Well, nowhere to hide now.
Brute force it is then.
Ah, okay, definitely restarting. That path I took sucked. Also, I have found that the dash on this is terrible.
Here we go, tourist.
This dash is hot fucking garbage right now. But this is serviceable. I've just got to figure out my timing.
This elevator goes straight to the top of the grid, the outer shell. Sadly, that's beyond my
Let me grab a
territory.
drink here.
I mean, once you're out there, the PCA satellites see everything. A few of the stupider dozers took it as a challenge.
I also need to remember I have that like EMP pulse that might really help me in this fight. That EMP pulse, although I use it offensively, is also a defensive tool. And I wonder
We've arrived at the
if I can use it
sending you new marker data.
to take care of the laser.
Within firing range of the PCA's satellites.
Intruder detected in forbidden sector.
Woo, boy! I was hoping the down here would help. I'm not feeling the help. In fact, I'm feeling very trapped. Oh, it does help. Okay, so if I'm safe down here, I have to find a way out from in here. Okay, this could be stupid. Yep, also gated off, but let's go a little lower. Just how low does this go, and do we eventually... Oh! Uh-oh! Bye! Have a good time. I am out!
Well, nowhere to hide now.
Woo, boy, that worked!
Don't get fried.
That's an extremely powerful laser. Be careful, Raven.
Never thought I'd see
Oh,
you
that got me.
dancing through the
Whoa,
PCA
2 of them.
lasers like that. Nice moves, tourist.
Alright, took a little bit of peppering there. Oh, okay, good, we're out of your range.
We're not far from the cargo launcher.
Intruder detected near closed facility.
Might as well clean up while you're here, tourist. Never did care for the upstairs neighbors.
Woo, boy. Woo, woo, woo! Something
Cargo
worked.
launcher ready.
There. Access the container.
All right, this is gonna set this up. Yo, hold up. What are you? Oh, this changes a couple of things. Gives me a heal back. Wasn't... Well, I didn't see that the last time.
Now, if you could just step inside.
No, I would rather be ready for pain.
That machine.
Great.
Yeah, that's draining that thing pretty fast. Let me,
One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Alright, that's not terrible, but I need to get a better setup.
This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
Ooh,
That
boy!
machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourists. The fires of Ibis may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot more. I took all of those. Honestly, this isn't a terrible loadout, but it's not one I'm familiar with, so I got to get myself a little bit more into the feel of its charge in between shots.
Wait. Enemy detected.
And I think this thing drops pretty close. Yeah.
That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Ooh, boy.
This is no ordinary.
Honestly, these laser shotguns are proving pretty good.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourists. The fires of Ibis may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived.
Yeah, okay, getting peppered pretty heavily there. Whoo! Whoo! Ow! Yep. There seems to be something of a charge shot there, and I'm trying to figure that out.
One repair kit remaining.
Without getting cornered. Okay, that's pretty good. Get me in there.
It's taking damage. Keep it up, Raven.
Ooh, boy. Oh, that one got me. He's got a lot more shots that time. Okay.
At 30%.
Raven, your AC is damaged. Focus on evasive action.
Leaves a sea weapon out for someone to trip over.
Whoop, that was a mistake.
What the? It's taking off.
Another coral response. Watch out.
No. This could be some good R&D data. Can't wait to get back to the workshop.
Light hand ammunition at 10.
What's that?
Oh, man. That was actually going pretty well for a second there. Alright, little bit of things learned here. I actually think the shotgun is fantastic in this first wave. Charged and fired from above.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Uh, there we go.
Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon.
All right, really back out of there now. I think I was a little too far in there for too long.
No ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires by this Antico Institute. Their dirty work survived.
AP at 50%.
Well, I don't have any of it left. It's not charged yet. Oh man, okay, that's actually pretty good. That wasn't.
Light and ammunition at 50%.
Alright, he's gonna go down here. As soon as those rockets hit.
It's taking damage. Keep it up, Raven.
The rockets were a little more delayed than I wanted them to be. Alright, yep, gonna restart from checkpoint. I'm taking too much damage there. So if I wanted to back out, there are some changes I would do to my build right now.
Now, if you could just step
Wow,
outside.
that's... One of those things is figuring out how I'm gonna reduce this weight, because, oh boy, this mobility sucks.
Machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Control response from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
In fact, I am going to quit mission, and I'm going to make the changes that I want to make. I've got some ideas, and I don't think they're bad. So let's go to the shop. We're going to go to this hand, and we are going to buy the other laser shotgun. Sure, we got the money for it. So if I come in here, I'm going to rock, instead of the sword, I'm going to rock 2 of the shotguns. And then on my shoulder mounts, I'm going to rock both of these. That puts me out of my energy limit. Okay, so one laser shotgun's got to go for something more traditional. Oh, that's the wrong area. The laser blade would work. So that would give me all of... but the Songbird really did do quite a bit. Alright, let's do a standard shotgun and the laser shotgun. And see what this does. I'll be honest, these things have a huge delay on them and it's annoying, but they're hard to miss with. And right now, you know, what's the harm in trying out new loadouts? See where it takes me.
This will be our third sortie together.
This definitely feels like I more so am worried about balancing my gear loadout,
Main system activating combat mode.
and figuring out a
Here we go, tourist.
repeatable pattern.
I'll lead the way, just as promised.
Oh, wait, hold up. Hold up. Quit mission immediately. Back out. Absolutely. Don't do anything. Everything relies around me getting my mobility back. Everything revolves around that. So right now, we are overloaded. So if I come in here, and I maybe grab a... oh man, that's terrible. Go back to the rockets that I know. Keep my laser shotgun. So in this one, let's put the sword. Was that the right sword, though? The pulse blade is a charge one. This one is the repeatable one. So I want to keep that one. And I want the laser shotgun. We are heavily taking a lot of our energy, but we are putting this all back onto something that I get a little bit more viability with. And none of those do anything favorable. Let's try this out. Also, I've got my mobility back. That is a huge thing for me. I was not feeling that right out of the gate when we tried that the first time. I've also got a different avenue that keeps me a little bit safer. I've only got time for a couple more tries at this, but I don't see anything wrong with trying out different loadouts and seeing what gets me closer, so that when I come back next time, I at least have something that I can build off of. Either I'm working towards a victory, or I'm working towards important knowledge for a next stream.
This elevator goes straight to the top of the grid, the outer shell. Sadly, that's beyond my territory. I mean, once you're out there, the PCA satellites see everything.
Hey Viv, welcome to the stream. How are things going? You are catching me currently on a continuous boss run where I am trying new things and seeing what yields halfway decent results. I've actually had a loadout that I think wasn't terrible. It just wasn't one that gave me the mobility feeling that I felt I needed. Alright, let me hop down here where I can get a little bit of safety. And right now I've got a pretty good idea on a path that hopefully means I only take one or two rocket laser shots.
Well, nowhere to hide now.
With that said, Viv... Oh, I took that hard.
Don't get fried.
That's an extremely powerful laser. Be careful, Raven.
Man, I am not able to dodge that. Alright, let's get back in there from the checkpoint. Really got to figure that out. Anyways, Viv, how are things going? Feeling some good vibes recently?
Intruder detected in Forbidden Sector.
I'm hoping so.
That must be the PCA security system.
Alright, getting through here is not too bad. I've got to figure out the dodge
Nowhere
here.
to hide now.
There we go, that was one.
Don't get fried.
That's an extremely powerful laser. Be careful, Raven.
Never thought I'd see an AC dancing.
There we go.
Lasers like that. Nice moves, tourist.
That was fantastic.
Intruder has escaped satellite range. Raising threat level.
We're not far from the cargo launcher.
Can I get my other rockets to go to other enemies? No? No? Just one at a time?
Clean up while you're here, tourist. Never did care for
Oh,
those
that's right. We got rid of the other shotgun. I thought I had two shotguns on still. Whoo, get me out of there. Alright, they kamikazed, which, you know what? A success is a success. I don't care if they blow themselves up. Understandable. Had a chronic illness moment. Oh, and I'm still recovering, so I thought to stop in and chill. I hope everyone is doing well. Well, I hope whatever pain you were sustaining during that is starting to subside, because
now, if you could just step inside.
I've got a couple of those here and there too, and I know that yours are hella not fun.
That machine.
Raven,
God, the shotgun works, but it's hard to function with the dodge. Yeah, I'm gonna take that L right off the gate. I took both of those laser blasts. That was a rough one.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Hold on, didn't take my time. There we go.
Wait. Enemy detected.
Charge the shotgun, switch my lock on, and just get right in there.
Great. We found a sea weapon.
Oh man, okay, I dodged one of them. That's at least worth sticking into it.
Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Oh, they took my... Oh man. Yep. So here's something that I just found out about the stagger system. If you're staggered, for whatever reason, you can't even pause. I knew that once I took that stagger shot and it was like rearing its legs up, I was like, yeah, no, I'm fucked. And, man, they won't even let me pause when you're staggered. That is harsh from
Now, if you
Soft.
could just step inside.
It's like, you know you're dying, but you've got to sit here and eat these shots.
That machine.
Alright, let's get this going.
Great. We found a
Really
sea weapon.
drop it down
That
real
tourist
fast.
was a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Close.
Man, that's hard to get away from.
This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist.
There we go. This is going a little bit better.
Science may have taken the Institute. The dirty work survived.
Why is this... Is this not my combo sword? Because it's only letting me do one swing. Oh, that hurt.
Light ammunition at 50%.
Oh, I took that one.
50%. One repair kit remaining.
Alright, I don't have any more of my little EMP blasts. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, that hurt a lot.
AP at 30%.
Raven, your AC is damaged. Focus on evasive action.
Yeah, this is not the run to do this. Also, I must have grabbed the wrong sword because it's not letting me get my double swing. So I've got to grab the other sword, whichever one lets me do 2 swings. I don't like not having that follow-up. It really throws off my rhythm. It is, thankfully, medicine is doing its job, but it's also made me extremely groggy. Well, I'll be honest, I'll take groggy over pain any day of the week. I've had that, I don't think I've talked about this in a while. I used to, I say used to, I technically still do. I was suffering from a potential organ failure. Doctors were basically telling me, Ian, you are running your body into the ground. The amount of physical wear you're putting on it, the stress you're under, and then of course the caffeine I was just pumping in obscene doses in order to put up with the life struggle, was running my liver, my kidneys, and various other of my filtration organs into the ground. And they were basically saying, honestly, it's recoverable, but you really have to put in some work to change a lot about your life. And I did. I put in a lot of effort to change that up, and a lot of it has gotten massively better. In fact, last time I went in to get any of it looked at, I was basically told, we're not worried about like the organ failure anymore, but we are still worried about they're in rough shape. They're getting better. So at least on my front, the pain that was like, I would go out into my garden and I would just like, if the pain hit, I'd lay in the dirt of my garden, crushing some plants because I fell over, not even able to hold myself up. So, at the very least, I'm showing improvements on that. Viv, I really hope you can you can get on the not as painful side of this. I know your issues are like lifelong things to deal with, but that doesn't mean that I can't hope that at the very least the pain side of things can subside. Man, okay, I think this is the one. I didn't know that that was chargeable, but that's the only other one I have. Yeah, you see, this says that it's capable of combo attacks, but it just wasn't letting me. Alright, hold on. This isn't right here. Let me go to the, not training, I want to go to the test. I question that a lot. Because I was hammering that attack. Yeah, it doesn't. It says that it does. It's lying. And instead, this is the one that charges. What the hell, game? Alright, so if we come to the blade here and we put the other one on, let me something feeling a little funny here, game. Boom. That one does the thing that I'm expecting it to do. It does have a charge option if I want to do one single swing, but this is the feel and flow that I'm used to, and that's what I was looking for. Although the thing telling me you get combo swings, like, if I charge it, but you didn't tell me that. Instead, you kind of implied that there were two different options. Alright, let me take a look and make sure I'm absolutely sold on this. Man, that charge shotgun is so good. These are where I see my change-ups coming. And I genuinely felt that this was my best loadout, but I'm overweight. That puts me underweight and takes very little. I mean, that's 700 health, but 700 out of over 10,000. I also think that removes, yeah, so that does remove my emblem, which sucks, but I'll have to deal with that later. Let's give this a shot. I could also change up my legs, but I really don't want to. My legs are bulky and they give me the mobility I need.
I'm quite enjoying the routine.
I will say, Viv, you missed in the amount to which I pay attention to Armored Core story. You did miss out one of my, I think probably one of my favorite female characters that is just like a passive storyboard character, not so much.
I'll lead the way.
Although she was part of a boss fight too.
But after this,
But something about, yeah, this Cinder girl, Cinder Carla, this, something about her, kind of vibe with it. Even when we first went up against her as an opponent, she had something about her.
this
I think it's just for that it was just the voice actor kind of vibed with me real hard.
That's beyond my territory.
I'll catch the VOD then. She was a hard fucking boss fight too. But without a doubt, the character personality I absolutely love, and the respect of playing the game to have me get hired to come mess her up and then just be like, yo, hold up, you're actually pretty good, I'm gonna hire you, and then absolutely just be like, yo, but I'm not gonna put any of my resources on this other than what I'm paying you. You get out there and do it. You kicked ass, you go do it. I know you can. It was a lot of like, she played me in all of the ways that were just like, yeah, but I respect it.
That must be the PCA security system.
Well, nowhere to hide now.
Brute force it is then.
Oh, that, okay, I've really got to get that timing down.
That's an extremely powerful laser. Be careful, Raven.
Nice moves, tourist.
Got him out that time. Not that it's the end of the world. I actually get... Can I get up there? Yes.
Intruder has escaped.
I get a restock anyways, so...
Raising threat level.
We're not far from the cargo launcher.
Intruder detected near closed facility.
Might as well clean up while you're here, tourist.
Honestly, the dodge strategy of dealing with these works out a lot better. Try to survive enough to not go down, and they take themselves out anyways.
That's what I like to see.
There we go.
Let's get the cargo launcher ready.
It's not very often a character can come along, manipulate me, and still make me feel like, yeah, but that was pretty good though.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Alright, there we go. Back out.
Enemy
Charge the
detected.
shot.
That machine.
And just go hard on that.
Found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Oh, staggered me.
Response from the generator. This is no ordinary.
Oh, nope. Took all of that. That hurt like hell. Dodge making strats? No, not dodge. Dodge the action, not dodge the person.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Although, to be fair, I think he's playing Pokemon right now, Pokemon TCG.
Enemy
So
detected.
strategy would be very helpful. It would also be very helpful to me too, but we don't talk about that.
Great. Found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea
There we
spider.
go.
One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Get out of there. There we go.
Control response from the generator.
Ow, ow.
This is no
All right.
ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
Taking one shot is better than taking all of them.
Bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires by this maintained institute. The dirty work's
Alright, as much as I got messed up there, that actually, as long as I can stay on top of things here, it's salvageable. Which is a heavy ask for me.
Light and ammunition at 50%.
Alright, there we go. Getting somewhere. Get me out of range of that cannon, though. The second I see that thing looking at me, I want to be anywhere else.
It's taking damage. Keep it up, Raven.
Uh-oh.
Light and ammunition at 30%. One repair kit remaining.
I'm not doing great, but I'm doing better than I have in a lot of my attempts.
Light and ammunition at 10%.
And it's about to go into phase 2. Which, contrary to what phase 2 should be,
AP at
I actually found a little bit easier.
light. No
Alright,
repair
take the
kits
heal.
remaining.
There it goes. Oh, no, it's not? I thought it was going to go for the... Whoa, uh-oh, get away. Did I drop my shotgun?
Light shoulder ammunition at
I don't think I ran out of ammo for it. That ain't good. shotgun was kind of a big deal. Alright. I think we're getting close to a phase shift, though. Yeah, there it goes. Can I, please? Please? There we go. Whoa, boy! It's got some AoE on something there. Are all of those fires also hitboxes? Is that what I'm missing out on? I think that seems to be the case.
You've taken major damage. You can do this, Raven.
Oh, I've taken major damage too, though. Uh-oh. That ain't looking too good. Yeah, it ain't looking too good at all.
Raven, your AC is damaged. Focus on evasive action.
Evasive action's kind of hard. Honestly, for how bad I felt that went in the middle part, kinda changing up on it. Again, I was of the opinion that for whatever reason, I found this phase 2 a little bit easier. And I think that really shows that the change up in the attack pattern really flies more in favor of me. So doing good on phase 1 is kind of the important part.
Wait. Enemy detected.
Boom. Get in there. Oh, that hurt. I'm not even going to ride through on that one. That one just felt too bad. No, I know that was the joke. Viv, things fly over my head all the time. I wish that applied into this game, because I'd be doing a lot better if their shots would miss. No strats meme. No strats meme, and win is my kind of strat. I mean, I'll be honest, past Armored Core games made a lot of the meme builds a lot more viable. This one, less so. Hold on. Alright, that wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Ooh. Ooh, boy. I got messed up there.
Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist.
Yep. That two-pronged slam down that it does, I keep trying to dodge to the right and left.
Now, if you could
I
just
think
step inside.
the intended dodge, and it's just one I gotta get used to, is actually to dodge in, like into it.
That machine.
Great. You found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Coral response from the generator.
Oh boy.
This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist.
Alright,
Fires of ice.
let's keep ourselves moving. I could have sworn it was staggered there. I think the bar was all the way full, and it was probably like, I don't know, 5-10 damage max that it
Now, if you
needed.
could just step inside.
I thought it was going to stagger,
Enemy detected.
and I set myself up to take a beating.
That machine.
Great. Found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
The coral response from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by
just take the laser shots. The laser shots are just pepper damage. I can take that all day long. Although they do cause a lot of stagger. Yeah, that messed me up. Yeah, see, even in there, I was slamming the start button. I went down, my health hit 0, but it hit 0 at the same time I staggered.
Now, if you could just step inside.
And so I had to sit there and wait through the stagger before I could pause. That is, like, dirty of them. To just be like, I know I went down, but they're gonna make me sit here and, like, wait through it.
Sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt.
There we go.
Now what's it doing here?
Oh, man.
From the generator.
That is not an easy dodge.
Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires of Ivy's may have taken the Institute. That dirty work survived.
Kind of feeling this run so far. Oh, man, took that shot. That was a heavy one. Oh, man. Not in a happy spot. Where am I? Nope, that was bad.
Raven, your AC is damaged. Focus on evasive action.
A lot of things are damaged right now, lady.
Leaves a sea weapon out for someone to trip over.
Yep, not. Man, I was doing so good, and then I dropped the ball hard.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon.
Taking those early laser shots, man, they are just a way to set up for big failure.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait.
Alright,
Enemy
let's
detected.
try a little bit of change up here. Let's rockets first. Wrong button. I'm trying to do the rockets first, and I sword swung. They're both on the left thing, and I just hit both bumpers at the same
Now, if you
time,
could just step inside.
and accidentally triggered one and not the other. Oh, you're kidding me. There we go.
Enemy detected.
Boom. Should have shotgunned first. That was a mistake.
Great. We found a sea weapon.
You know what? I'll take it. Wasn't great. It worked.
One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Can I get some airborne, please? Aerial mobility is gone. I was trying so desperately to get over it. Couldn't.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Alright, Ian. Let's not fuck it up this time. You have an opening strategy. You say it out loud. Your fingers just have to actually do the thing. Boom. Boom.
Great. We found a sea weapon.
There we go.
That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Get me out of there. No, I was staggered.
This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires of Ivy's may have taken the Institute. That dirty work survived.
There we go.
2 repair kits remaining.
Whoo, boy. That wasn't pretty.
AP at 50%. AP at
That's that.
at no percent left. God damn. Those cannon shots are what I have to look out for, but they have really just, they read me like a fucking
Now,
book.
if you could just step inside.
Every time my, God fuck. Every time my, my boost is gone, it's like, oh, we know it. Now's the time to use it.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's...
Okay, you're kidding me? 2 shotgun blasts and like recharge to... Holy shit. I really felt that was gonna do it and I'd be able to save one of my weapons. I know it's gonna happen. Don't make me sit through it.
Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon.
Yeah, I know. And then I did all of the wrong button pushes. I'm getting flustered. I'm clearly getting flustered. This being one of the most flustering starts of it.
Just step inside.
You know what's gonna happen, and the game's just... Fuck me. And the game just makes me sit there. It's like punishment for it.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected.
Alright, that. Get in there. That. Go. Yeah, it like recharged there. What the hell? Like, did you see that in real time? That top bar, like a whole inch of what was filled, just went away.
What's it doing here?
So the damage I had done, the game just randomly said, but it's not the damage it was a moment ago. Why? Because we kind of feel like changing that. Yeah, look how fast it's recharging some of that damage. And seemingly without consistent...
Focus on evasive action.
Yeah, I know I'm damaged.
Leaves a sea weapon out for someone to trip over.
Now I'm staggered. But that recharge rate is inconsistent by the looks of it. It's like it arbitrarily just says we don't want you to do the damage yet.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Oh man. Wasn't a direct hit, but that still hurt.
This one's from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires by us may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived.
Nothing left.
Focus on evasive.
Yeah, nope, that ain't gonna happen.
Now, if you could just step
I'm also
inside.
starting to unfortunately run low on time.
Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing?
Really? That second shot turned that fast. Holy shit.
Now, if you could just step inside.
God, I am gonna tear my hair out having to sit through this every time. That one little load bar that the game's like, no, 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 but this one matters.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Control the smoke from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires of Ibis may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived.
Two repair kits remaining.
Man, stop with that stagger. Stop staggering me.
Right-hand ammunition at 50%.
It's taking damage. Keep it up, Raven.
Uh-oh. Nope. That's gonna hit both of them. Both of them! Fuck! I knew it was coming. I'm trying so hard to hammer that dodge, but I'm just caught in a different animation.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Yep. 3 shots? Where did the third one come from? I thought it was 2. Has it been 3 all along?
Now,
Or is it
if you
just 3
step
some of the
inside.
times?
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Control the smoke from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires of Ibis may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived.
AP at 50%.
That's that then.
Catching that first laser is like the biggest fuck you, because there's nothing. It staggers
Now,
you
if
like
just step
almost.
inside.
It probably wouldn't if I was using like a full tank build, but then I wouldn't have my upwards mobility that I'm looking for. That was a fucked up start. Might end up doing what I did with the last boss stream and just give it a bunch of tries when I've... God, I'm gonna tear my hair out. I fucking hate this. This right here. This I hate just as much as the boss.
That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Control the smoke from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires of Ibis may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived.
Oh man, and now it's gonna charge that laser.
AP at 30%.
Raven, your AC is damaged. Focus on evasive.
I know it's damaged.
It's taking damage. Keep it up, Raven.
Right-hand ammunition at 50%. AP at
Nope, everything else. Oh, how did that miss? I don't know how that missed, but I'm going to take it.
No repair kits remaining.
Alright, this is not a great position to be in, but not the worst I've been into the next phase in. Although I did just have a fully charged shotgun shot not go off. I don't know why it didn't go off.
Now, if you could just step inside.
I like went to fire it and the charge just disappeared.
That machine.
Great. Found a C weapon.
What the hell hurt me in that? I didn't think it had time to fire anything.
Now, if you could
Was
just
it the
step
landing?
inside.
That they make me sit here for? God, fuck.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. Found a C weapon.
Come on, come on, come on. There we go.
It's a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Control is supposed to be a generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourists. The fires by this may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived.
That doesn't stop the lasers. Worth knowing. Oh, if it makes you feel any better, I'll be in this boat for a hyperlight drifter tomorrow. Oh, man. It doesn't make me feel any better because I know that other people are going to be in the same boat. Oh. Hold on. I ran into this trap once before. No. No. Okay. Yeah, because it is beating my head against the brick wall is not something I necessarily wish anybody else have to go
Just step
through.
inside.
But at this point,
Enemy detected.
I don't have a lot of other options. I don't feel confident in changing the loadout because the loadout seems to be working.
Great. Found a C weapon.
I just need to get better at the video game.
One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Control is supposed to be a generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourists. The fires of Ivy's may have taken
Bullshit! I took away my sword attack. I guess I didn't have the energy for it or something, but I was
Enemy detected.
I was right there. I was gonna use the dash. I was gonna use the dash from the sword attack as my dodge instead of actually hitting the dodge button, and it just it took it away.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
great. Found a C weapon. That tourist.
All right, that
is a
gives me
sea
one
spider.
use of my
One of the Institute's relics left to
EMP.
haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Control is supposed to be a generator.
Boom. All right, there we go.
Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourists.
Nope. Instead, it's gonna hit me with both of those shots spot on, because of course it's going to.
Two repair
Woo!
kits
What just
remaining.
happened? What happened, game? Where'd you go? Yeah, no, that felt like just not gonna happen.
Now, if you could just step inside.
God, this is the worst part of this.
Wait.
Hey, you know it's coming, but we're still gonna make you sit here for the entrance.
That machine.
Great. Found a seat.
What was that combo I had that staggered it so fast? Because that one didn't that time,
Now, if you could
but
just
I
step
did
inside.
the time just before.
Enemy detected.
Was it a distance thing?
That machine.
Great. Found a sea weapon.
Okay, well that was, I didn't get my sword swing in. You know what? That's something to try. Apparently, and I keep forgetting, this sword does have a
Enemy
charge.
detected.
I don't use it because I hate it.
That machine.
Great. Found a sea weapon.
And my shotgun also has a charge that just doesn't go off.
One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
A coral disposal from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was
Holy shit! What the fuck did that? I went from full health to like 200. It did like it stopped,
If you could just step inside.
but then hit me with the laser at the same time or
Enemy
something.
detected.
That messed me up.
Machine.
Great. Found a sea weapon.
Yeah, if I hit 430 and I've made no progress,
Now,
I'm gonna
if
have to
you could
call
just
it.
Step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. Found a
Man, I had a combo
now,
that
if you could
broke
just
it
step
without
inside.
having to use my expansion slot.
Enemy detected.
And I don't remember what it was.
That machine.
Great. Found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
A coral disposal from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires of Ibis may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived.
2 repair kits remaining.
Oh boy, that didn't work.
It's taking damage. Keep it up, Raven.
1 repair kit remaining. Light and definition at 50%. AP at 80.
What the fuck are those little blue things you just put out?
Raven, your AC is damaged.
I thought those were my shots. Why did they hurt me so bad?
Leaves a sea weapon out for someone to trip over. That's that then.
Yeah, and then I tried to heal before I shot that off, and I thought I saw it go off. Apparently I didn't heal.
Now, if you could just step inside.
So during all of that
Enemy
blasting,
detected.
I don't know how many times I slammed.
That machine.
Restart. I slammed that up D-pad to heal, and it just didn't.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected.
Oh, it took that time? I felt like I flew away way too fast, but apparently not.
Great. Found a sea.
Alright, there we
Enemy
go.
detected. That machine.
Well, whatever the combo is, it just doesn't exist or it's not consistent. Because that was like the best I could have done. That was the charged sword, the fully charged shotgun, and both of my shoulder mount attacks hit spot on.
Enemy detected. That machine.
Yep, just not going to rely on something that doesn't want to work consistently.
One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
What the fuck? The gun was pointed to the left! The gun was pointed to the left, so I tried to get in there with my sword swing, and it's just like, no, man, the hitbox is still here, though.
Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
The coil response from the generator. This is no ordinary machine.
Careful with the restart mission buttons. I've accidentally hit those before myself. Yeah, and I did that in one of the boss fights too, of which I'm already running low on time. Like I'm very much limited on what I've got left on time to make this happen.
Just step inside.
At least in this sitting.
Wait. Enemy detected.
And I keep hitting wrong buttons at the start. I'm getting so in my own head. And the thing is unlike the last one, which was a pain in the ass to get through, this one, if I did that, it's actually fairly quick.
That machine.
Okay, there we go.
You found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Coil response from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fires of IBs may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived.
But yeah, you see, then you have shots like that that clearly went over my head and actually landed a mile behind me, but somehow it hit me. The thing jumped over my head, landed behind me, but I got hit by its downward slam.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Moments like that, man. FromSoft. Fuck you! God, I hate this thing.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
The coil response from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist.
And I know I am spamming the restart, but there is that point where you can tell that you're not vibing with the run.
Enemy detected.
And I'm not going to sit through that amount of trying for a run that I know I'm not feeling confident about.
That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
The coil response from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven.
And other times, it feels like the game does arbitrary bullshit. Like, did you notice in the middle of that start that it took away my lock-on feature that I started with?
Step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected.
It just took it away.
That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
The coral response from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, David.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists, tourist. The fire's bodies may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived.
2 repair kits remaining. AP at 30.
I'm calling it here. I can't sit through any more of this. I'm about to tear my hair out. And I feel myself reaching that point of like livid anger. So I'm going to call the stream here. I'm going to go. I'm going to relax for a bit. Next time I try this, I'm going to do what I did last time. Not stream it until I get to that point where I know I can get past it, or I know that this is like the absolute best run, or that moment just before the final shot. Because I don't want to sit through putting out a stream of another 2-3 hour attempt and then not making any progress. So thank you so much, everybody, for stopping in. I've got to get going. I've got some things I got to get done. I got to go pick up some medication for some family members, as well as do some shopping before the place is closed. So thank you so much for stopping in. Viv, it was great seeing you. And my forehead hurts. My forehead hurts and my ego is bruised. But with all that said, thank you so much for stopping in. I hope everyone has a blessed one. Viv, I hope you start feeling better. And Richard, keep on keeping on. Have a blessed one, everyone. Bye-bye.